Yo, what's good? Professor P up in the building. When I was volunteering, I decided to pull on a fucking podcast, and it turns out that I started to listen to Bernie Sanders. Now, y'all, I don't know Bernie Sanders, bro. I never paid attention to Bernie Sanders, but for the first time in my life, I could say somebody. No, listen, the first person that ever intrigued me, I think, was JD Vance, because I don't know JD Vance. Then it was Sam Altman, and now it was Bernie Sanders. I don't understand why this man was never propped up to the fucking Democrat Party. I firmly believe this nigga probably would have beat Trump, bro. Because I've never been interested. Like politics, I don't really give a damn about. I just care about the ramifications of it on the astral plane, because it happens. You get what I'm trying to say? And this is what this my claim is going to be. I never paid attention to Bernie Sanders, but I did for 42 minutes, to the point where I had to make a rough draft on this. I had to make a rough draft. And I want y'all to understand, all of this, I swear to God on my life, none of this is AI. It's AI. I wrote all of this myself. I got a question right here. Watch this. Hey, Gemini, can you detect any AI writing in this document? Bro. I want y'all to understand. I hope she says no, bro. If she say no, I'm cooked in, bro. Cause I didn't use AI. I created this on my phone while I was waiting for the truck to get here. Hey, listen. I did not use AI to write this, bro. I do not lie about fucking anything, bro. I did not use AI to write this, bro. So listen, here's the document, the summary that I got from 41 minutes from Bernie Sanders, but how I connected it to a bigger picture. Corporate greed result in the disenfranchisement of workers and create an incentive due to the profits garnered from said greed to continue lobbying against the best interests of the workers. I used AI right here. But I had a rough draft of it in my head. I just needed it to be actualized, because I said it right here. It just, I picked up on it. I inputted the document. I said, give it a metaphysical concepts to relate to. I knew what I was, again, I've been saying it ever since that I started Professor P. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't know the terminology for it, because that is what application is. That is what understanding is. Once you understand something, you cannot explain it. You don't know it in a concrete terminology, because the philosophy that my philosophy is the medium is abstraction. You get what I'm trying to say? It's abstraction. It's nothing is concrete. Nothing. There is not really a definition unless you, if you don't understand the definitions. I mean, if you don't know what I'm trying to say, because I don't know the definitions, then Professor P is not for you. Because I don't want y'all to understand, this is my first time ever coming up with a script for something like this. I don't script anything. This is my first time I actually wrote it down, because I did not want the message from the astral plane to be gone from me. Because I want y'all to understand, we are receivers. We don't create anything. Everything is manifested in the aether sphere, from disembodied desires or disembodied urges or anything like that. Everything comes from the aether sphere, and the aether sphere is not the astral plane. The astral plane is what the aether rests on. You get what I'm trying to say? So the messaging comes from that, and you have to capture it. You have to write it. Why do you think they wrote the Bible? Why do you think any spiritual documents it had to be written down? Because if it wasn't, it would have been lost in time. And how do you fight? How do you submit something that's going to lost in time? By being human. By being human, you're able to understand abstraction. You're able to understand nothing. Because that is where we're getting our information from. So Gemini said it is negative karma, where the actions of a few create a cycle of suffering and imbalance for many. I looked up the term. This is called cross-reference. And I'm cross-referencing an AI explanation to my explanation. And if you really see, I'm really explaining the definition. I just don't know it, but I know how to explain it. So what I get from negative karma is it's a cycle that insists upon itself. It's just like artificial intelligence. It is a phenomenon that insists upon itself, because the impetus is the impetus is the person, and it also is the receiver. What do you think karma is? The energy you put out, you can receive. Because no matter who you are, you will return home. You will go to where you are destined, and where you are destined is your home. It's just at this point on earth, we have a chance to choose. So, yeah, and this is how they reset their karma. This is karma reset. This is how it is. In order for them to dodge the eternal ramifications of what they do on the physical plane, they must make you consent to it. They must allow. Why you think they say a vampire cannot enter your home until it's allowed in? Why? Because in essence, you have the true power, bro. Y'all, I want you to understand. You telling me that a small group of people, 10 people, has more power than billions of other people, or millions? Come on, man. Why? Because it is predicated on the consent of the people. As long as you serve me, I'll allow you to live. That's evil. It's not depravity. It's not Satanism. It is evil. Because there is a back and forth there. It is an energy exchange. And it's allowed to happen because of consent. That's why niggas be like, this is a universal law, by the way. Niggas be like, why don't God do anything? Because you let that nigga do it to you. Why y'all think rape is so evil? Why you think God wants to kill rapists? Why? Because there is no exchange. It is only a forcible take. I want y'all to understand this shit, bro. There is an energy exchange. You saying, yes, nigga, give it to me. Why you think they for niggas be like, sell your soul? Why y'all think Diddy got off? Y'all really think Diddy forced these niggas to do this shit? These niggas wanted it because they wanted money. Niggas need to understand the game. And this is why women are so important. Once you get a woman's consent, once she allows you to go through her portal, you can create life. You become God. A man cannot become a God unless he has a woman. And that's why they want to take power away from women, replace women, be women. They want to be women, but without that power. So, because they know that a man will never become a God with them. Man, this shit deep, boy. This how they reset their karma. Evil people gonna have their day. They ain't gonna have it on this earth. They're not gonna have it. They're not gonna have it unless someone in their own lineage betrays them. Why do you think they do so much to create camaraderie? Why do you think they do so much? Why do you think they keep all these partnerships secret? Why do you think they do that? Because there's nothing worse than a betrayal, nigga. Even Satan hates betrayal, nigga. Why you think he tortured Judas for Jesus, nigga? Come, man, bro. Y'all gotta stop playing with a nigga, bro. I just realized that shit right now. Why, nigga? But why do you think a man will kill a woman for sleeping with another man? Why do you think a woman will hurt another man or a woman? Hurt the other woman. Why? Because there's nothing worse than betrayal, nigga. There's nothing worse than taking for granted intimacy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Where's my mouse, bro? So yeah, bro, this is the state of negative karma. Humanity, ever since the invention of capitalism, has been not normal capitalism, but we're at the point of capitalism where there is no going back, where it's going to be a snowball effect, and only those who have garnered their riches in their past based off the benefits of their past lineage, will they be able to see the true promise, the promised land of this earth? So that's why society is in a state of negative karma. Due to increase of production from corporations, air pollution, water pollution, food contamination, on-site demands, it is necessary to maintain the holistic well-being workers, yet not applicable because of the wealth generated. Because they're making so much money, because you're allowing them to make so much money off of you and hope that they give it to you to some sort of degree, trickle down economics, by the way. The reason why it's like that, the reason why they're making up so much money is because of the workers. They need to take care of their workers, but they don't do it. They don't owe you anything because you signed up for it. I want y'all to understand, bro. This is why I don't believe in hope, nigga. I hate hope, nigga. You praying, nigga? Get the fuck up and do something. Get up and do something. He'll forgive you. You believe he'll forgive you. I'm not saying to do everything. I'm not saying to take advantage of it, but I'm just saying, if you got to protect your family and you got to protect something, there's nothing wrong with that, nigga. Because based off the universal law, the fact that that man wants to kill you, it is within your right, not only within man's law, but God's law, the universal law, for you to protect yourself. Equal force. So yet not applicable because of the wealth generated. You're signing up for them to make money off your labor. You're signing up to be a commodity. You're signing up to be a slave. Unless the workers don't do that for you. But I'm just saying, where workers get mistreated, where they don't have rights, where they don't have all this stuff, you signed up for it, nigga. You signed up for it, and that's why you're in a state of that's why these evil people are in a state of negative karma. I'm not talking about your normal run-of-the-mill businesses. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about where people lives are on the line, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Not that they're not getting enough pay. They're not getting enough. They're not getting the ability to create the life that they want. They're not able to chase the American dream. The reason why you can't chase the the reason why you can't chase the American dream, nigga, you signed up to not to, nigga. I'm not saying to not get a job. I'm saying to don't let a nigga disrespect you. I'm saying to do not let a nigga take your unalienable rights. I'm saying to not let anybody infringe on your humanity. And most niggas, whether they know it or not, do it just to get a piece of paper. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a job application. I'm not saying that. There's nothing wrong with a job. But I'm saying that this whole wealth disparity argument, it's predicated off of negative karma. And that negative karma that is attributed to these rich billionaires, it comes from the common man. It comes from the workers. The workers want that nigga to enslave them so they can get a piece of paper. And the reason why I'm putting it in such a negative connotation is because that's what negative karma is. I'm not saying your normal run-of-the-mill businesses or people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, nigga, if you sign up for a job where you get no money and you're trying to petition, give me more money, nigga, it is not, you cannot call that nigga an evil businessman. You can't call him an evil billionaire. You can't call him all these terminologies because you gave him your consent for him to treat you that way. So yeah, this creates a dichotomy of the quality of life that becomes so large that the chasm will never be closed. Again, we get into a point in capitalism now where it's over. It's over because the wealth that these people have now has been accumulated since the beginning of the industrial age. Listen, y'all did not hear, fuck the slave lineage, the slave master lineage name. They're long dead and gone. No one gives a fuck about them no more. They were the property. The slave masters were the property of the Britain kings and queens. You get what I'm saying? That's why they had to fight for their independence. You know what I'm saying? And I never was a big history fan, by the way, because I hate reading about old niggas. You dead. What the fuck? You don't mean shit to me. So listen. It's to a point now where the wealth generated now comes from the conception of the industrial age. The fact that where do you think all these rich niggas name come from? Rockefeller, Musk. I mean, not Musk. All these other people named. Rockefeller is just one example, but there's a lot of them. Why do you think all of a sudden they pop up in the industrial age? And why do you think the people who come from them, the current Rockefellers now are still in power? Why? Because of the industrial age. Whenever the industrial age happened to now, that's how many generations must pass in order for you to accumulate the same amount of wealth that they have. I want you to understand that's not counting for inflation, the fact that some people won't work for it, y'all. And people do shortcuts. When you sell your soul, you're doing a shortcut to be like the elite families. You're doing a shortcut. Why you think these niggas treat them the way they want to? Why you think they will never be convicted? Why do you think they'll be put in a luxurious prison under the government facility? Why do you think these people are supplemented? Because they have a contract where that person signs saying that I can be treated this way for money. And the government sees this, not the government that the public sees, but the deep state cabal government. They sees and say, okay, you just go to prison. The public I will see you in prison, but we'll treat you, we'll let you do whatever you want in that prison. Why is that, bro? I want y'all to understand the game these people play is based off your consent. It's based off your willingness to exchange energy. This is why I don't, unless they are a satanic, child sacrificing, adrenochrome harvesting, abortion loving, all of this new ageism. Unless they are like that, you're not an evil businessman to me. You just a person who had a good lineage. You had a good start, nigga. You had a good start, and you should be applauded, nigga, because your family went through. I want y'all to understand, during the industrial age, niggas would die, nigga. Niggas would die to create a fucking airplane. Niggas would die to create a car. The car would explode. Niggas would die. And for them niggas to still be alive and still have that much wealth and power, at that point, nigga, it's a blessing. I'm not saying I want to be like them niggas. But I'm just saying, nigga, at least your family worked hard, nigga. At least your family worked for their shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, this sentiment is only exacerbated with the new era of technology. Workers being replaced, AI machines, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Physical AI, agentic AI, all that shit. The industrial age was to divide the world powers from one another. Due to machinations one could create due to the growth of the industry, this technological age is a round two of the first. The industrial age was a precursor to the first technological age. The first technological age was the first smartphone, the first computer, all that shit, the first microchip, all that shit. This is a continuation. Y'all, I want y'all to understand the elites are in a break right now. I want y'all to understand this. I'm not saying Trump is the savior of the white people. Black people, we don't have a savior. It's over. We're cooked. We've been used. But I'm just saying and Trump is an elite too, by the way. No, fuck it. The elites are in a break right now. They're taking a break right now because they have this AI. They need to make a plan for it. I want you to understand the age we're in right now is moving so fast because these elites are old, by the way. They need these new age people, these younger people to further their agendas for them. So they need to create a plan. They don't have a plan with AI now. Why you think they're giving it to the fucking public? Why you think they're giving it to everybody? You really think these elite people won't privatize this stuff when it makes so much money? Because it's beyond money with these people. They want to share it. They need a break now. They need to rest now. But it's no rest for the wicked. Because if you like me, you'll understand that right now I'll call this the great equalizer. The age we're in is the great equalizer. Because you can know anything that they know. You can do anything that the only difference between us and them is money. But you can generate that with AI. People are doing it already with faceless YouTube, faceless AI YouTubers, all that stuff, bro. They using it to create code. They're using it to create businesses. They're using it to create anything. And they're letting us have it. So they can take a break because they need to plan out. They never knew that we would have so much power. But they want to use it. Oh, you're getting replaced. The workers are getting replaced now. That's a bad thing. AI machines are taking over. That's a bad thing. Let's get all the illegals out. Y'all, bro, they're going to get the people who do hard labor, you're going to be replaced by machines, my boy. And that's a humanitarian blessing, by the way. That's a human rest. I want y'all to understand it's rest. The elites are resting right now. They giving us a chance. Within 10 years, AI won't be relegated by states. They saying, here's your opportunity to do something. If you don't do it, you will be our slaves forever through Neuralink. By a microchip implant. By anything. You will be a slave because we gave you an opportunity to escape the matrix. But because you was not willing to go through the learning phase to escape the matrix, we will make you for eternally in the matrix. I want y'all to understand this stuff. This is the great replacement. The great replacement, when I said they get replaced by AI, all that stuff, they're going to replace the fodder humanity who does not learn, who does not know how to use this stuff. And I don't even know how to use it neither. You looking up this stuff is just cake work, nigga. How do I make it self-serving? How do I make it a system that insists upon itself so it can create whatever I want it to do based off the parameters that it can find itself? I don't have to do anything. It can do anything. And I just click a button, bam. And that's easier said than done. But I want y'all to understand this is what these people do. These what these people do. So yeah, this is the great replacement. If you don't understand how to make this shit, if you don't know how to make it serve you, you will be replaced. That's why I'm saying you need to tap into your creative mind. Entertainment will not change, but the policies, the sociological shift, the consciousness shift. We're going into a different phase of humanity, and I don't think we're still not ready for it. And it's getting to a point now. And I believe they believe this stuff. They believe that they will never be ready. So enslave them forever. I want y'all to understand this, bro. This sentiment is only exacerbated with the new era of technology, materialism, and consciousness. Artificial intelligence is based off of your consciousness. Artificial intelligence. Why must you make it serve you? Why are you on this? Why are you here? Make it serve you. But so people are so interested on what they have right now, what they can feel, touch, and see right now, that they're going to be divided. A potential tool to elevate the great equalizer. A potential tool. I want you to understand this stuff, bro. I don't look this shit up. I swear to God on my soul, I don't look up anything. I don't look up the great equalizer. I don't look up the great replacement. I did not look this up. I just had to cross-reference it to AI because right now we Professor P, nigga. You get what I'm saying? We Professor P, bro. We Professor P, bro. So we gotta create a metaphysical shift in our documents. We have to create a consciousness shift. Because that is where we're aiming at. Anybody who pays attention to Professor P, they're aiming to land a beyond. They're aiming at what's beyond this life. You're gonna say, I personally believe the Christ way, because it is the only way. You get what I'm trying to say? But a potential tool to elevate the collective consciousness, democratizing. I want you to understand, democratizing knowledge and freeing human from toil. I didn't say this. AI said this, but I said it here. I said it. The great equalizer. The great equalizer, because that's what it is. You don't even have to work anymore. Listen. You don't. If you have a great ass business idea. Listen, I wish I had good credit, nigga. I wish I could apply for a credit card, nigga. Bro, if I could apply for a credit card, nigga, I would do it right now. Buy and start selling PCs, nigga. I would start doing that shit, nigga. But I know I won't make any I don't want to create a gigantic business that's quote unquote too big to fail that I firmly believe, because it's ego driving that, without a fallback option. I need a fallback option. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to soar and then fall to the depths of hell. I don't want to do that. I want to land on Earth, which was happened to humanity, by the way. So it's freeing you, democratizing knowledge. I want y'all to understand, bro. The elites hate this shit. They don't want you people to know anything. Or they probably want you to know so much that you can't do anything. Infinite void. The infinite void in the infinite void, we will create a singularity. I want y'all to, come on, man. Come on, man. In freeing humanity from toil, they're freeing humanity from working in the fields all day. They're freeing illegal immigrants from picking cotton every day for 2 cents every time. I want y'all to understand this, bro. The great replacement, a potential instrument of servitude where the soul of human labor is traded for the code efficiency of a machine. I want y'all to understand this, bro. So let's go back to my document. These problems would not exist if there was no translation to political power. I want you to understand this, political power. They would not be able to do any of this stuff if there was no political power. But because we live in a capitalistic society, the political power is accentuated from the corporate, is accentuated with the corporate monetary gain. They go hand in hand. Because that's how you make a nigga do something. How high you want me to jump, master? I want you to jump to heaven. Okay, give me the money for it. Give me the money for it. And I'll do it. Not me. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, that's how niggas are. You can make any nigga move with money. Except for me, of course. I'm the exception, not the rule. The politicians create an ecosystem that generates wealth for their initiatives, which is from corporate greed. And I'm not saying these people are Nepo babies. I'm not saying any of this. I want y'all to understand these people work fucking hard. They worked hard for this shit, bro. Or they probably corroborated with the aliens, with alien transmissions from the ether plane to download knowledge so they can inhabit their body for a while. Who knows what these niggas do? Who knows? But they work hard. And I'm not saying work hard in the fields. I'm saying they think hard. They have a light bulb. No matter how much I hate these people, I can only say that they are conscious. They know their duty on the physical plane, and they're going to do it to a T, no matter the consequences, or the perceived consequences, or the perceived blessings, or the concrete blessings. They don't care. They have no compass. They have no guiding star. They are the epitome of do without will. And you have no choice but to say, God damn, nigga, I wish I worked that hard, nigga. That's the only thing that I respect these niggas on. Their ability to get in and create something. Lobbying is a strong... Where is it? What the fuck just happened? Lobbying is a strong example of this. There are also other political funding terminologies that I do not know, but the gist of this is that I could have looked AI to do this stuff for me. I could have did that, but I said I do not know. That means I wrote this shit. But the gist of this is that powering the petitions for their cause is very, very easy because money is their power. Money is their power, y'all. And y'all, this is why I want to invest. I want you to understand, a couple of days ago, I was down to my last $25 from this government check. And I said, know what? I don't know what happened, but it was some people who hit me up randomly on my phone. And they said, and they put me on to some shit. So basically it was like a Bitcoin Ponzi scheme. And I flipped 25 to 50 fucking dollars. I would put $3 in and I would do some tasks for them. They would give me $3 in Bitcoin. And every like $15 or $10, I would give the whole back to them, and that would give me a portion of their returns. So it was an incremental increase from $3 to $6 to $9 to $12, and it would exponentially increase. You get what I'm trying to say? So I basically times two my last $25, and I have it right here, by the way. I did it on Cash App. This is not the $25, but I had $25 today, and I spent half of it on my workout meal. So that's the type of shit that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? By the way, you should never. I can't invest with the money that I get from the SSI. The reason why I can't do that is because they're going to take it away. You get what I'm trying to say? You can't do that. They ask you that shit all the time. Do you have any investments? Do you have any of that? And I say no. You know what I'm trying to say? So money is their power. This is why I love digital. I want to invest in digital currency, because digital currency, these people translate their physical money to digital currency, because that's going to be the new age. Because whether you know it or not, cash does crime. You can't do no crime without cash. Underhanded payments. You can't do any of that unless you have cash. And I'm not saying cash is evil, but I'm just saying they know that. They get that from exploitations of the worker class, neglect of community programs, and other underhanded tactics that equates to unsurmountable wealth. I want y'all to understand. Where is it? Boom, let's pop it up. Let's pop it up. Go back to where you are, Gemini. Let's go bookmarks. I want y'all to understand that Elon Musk having $498.8 billion. That's unsurmountable wealth, nigga. You really think working hard from a job is going to get you this shit, my nigga? This is 490.8 billion. And you know what's so stupid about most people? People think they have this shit sitting in the bank or overseas banker funds or anything of that. You really think these niggas got this shit sitting in the bank? Unless, for example, they probably do. They probably have it in an account where it generates based off what people, because y'all gotta understand, when you put money into an account, the bank uses that account to loan people. So they probably have an interest account or some shit that the bank gives them additive portions from the legal tender from loans or some crazy shit like that. But I'm telling y'all, most of this shit is in assets. It's in things that it's promises of the future. This is how much he can promise the future. This is a numerical value of what he can promise for the future. And this is how I see this. But this is what niggas say. If he lost 99% of his money, then lost another 90% of the money, he would still have. No, he not, nigga. Because you can probably take the money from Elon Musk, but you can't take Elon Musk from the money. If Elon Musk went broke today, nigga, he will still be rich, nigga. Because he's Elon Musk, the value he brings to humanity. And I don't like Elon Musk. I don't. He's the herald of the new age. He's not the Antichrist. He's the herald of the age. He's the herald of a new age of humanity. He's like an angel. And he's saying, look, everybody, this is what's going to happen. Take heed, or you will serve for eternity. So, yeah. In his situationship with Trump is just the amplification of who he is. Because listen, what blows out of a Trump? Music, noise, a sound. Trump amplified Elon Musk, whether people know it or not. So yeah, these problems would not exist if there was no translation to power. They get there. Okay, insurmountable wealth. We did that. These problems would not exist if there was no translation to political power. The politicians create an ecosystem that generates wealth for their initiatives. They act as architects of lower vibrational reality. I want you to understand, I did not say this shit, bro. But I know this shit. I just don't know the definitions. These people do not create it. They create the framework for it. I want y'all to listen. They're like the case of a PC. They're like the home. They are like a phone. They're like the case of a phone. They are the shell. But the shell cannot do anything without the what? The power, the energy. And who is the power and the energy? The common people, the common man. They can't do anything without our consent. They can't do anything without us telling them. I mean, without them allowing us. But niggas gonna let it happen to them because they want that money, bro. So, they lobby for this type of stuff with campaign contributions, PACs, super PACs, all that stuff. The revolving door. This is slim translation of addition from government to lucrative roles and private. Come on, bro. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. The revolving door. Funding, think tank, advocacy groups. Corporations provide substantial funding to organizations that produce research and reports supporting them. I want you to understand, these people use their businesses to fund their political agenda to support their businesses so they can create a cycle of wealth. And that's where the disparity comes in, because the common man only knows how to serve. The common man knows only how to serve. And they preach this sermon of, if you ever get rich, if you are a rich man, you're evil. If you are this, you're depraved. Listen, there are some people out there who got a lot of money, but don't do the shit that these niggas do. You get what I'm trying to say? This creates a powerful echo chamber that shapes public discourse and legitimizes policies that favor corporate interests over public or worker welfare. I want y'all to understand what this shit does. This shit is so self-explanatory. I say the same thing, but in a different way. In totality, the media is a projector of this phenomenon of worker versus corporate, high class versus low class, and elites versus commoners. They reinforce the sentiment of worthlessness and degradation of the worker class by contorting their realities and discarding them. This is in regards to Americans. I say this. I don't give a fuck about anybody else but Americans. Because we are at a point as a nation where we can literally say no. We can literally say no right now. But every time we say yes, daddy, yes, Israel, yes, Israel, own us. And the thing is, I don't hate Israel. I don't give a damn about Israel. It's just, why is everything you can listen. You cannot be a Christian. No, you can. But listen, we were taught to not have idols. And what do every leader do in the Jewish world? They put their hand on a rock. That's an idol, nigga. You can't. Know what? I retract every sentiment that I just said, because I don't know anything about the connection with America and Jewish people, and I don't even care about the connection. I really don't. But I understand they like a beacon. They like a beacon. They like a wave of our power for the other side of the world. I don't fucking know. But it's just that I want us to be free. I want us to be free. I want us to be able to do what we wish. I want us to be able to I want us to have our own way of life. That's what I want. I don't want us to be defined by I don't want us to be I don't want us to be exploited. I don't want us to be taken advantage of. I don't want us to do that to other people. I don't want us to take in other people from other nations and put them in positions of power over our own people. I want to be an American, nigga. I want to be at a point in my life where I can say, fuck it, let me serve my country, nigga. Fuck it. They did a lot of shit for me. Let me serve my country, nigga. Then that's the point that I want to be on, bro. It's not there yet, you know what I'm saying? But I want us to be free, man. I really want us to be free, bro. Americans do not want to be exploited, so they target other nationalities. Americans do not want to be disrespected, so they encourage meekness in other nationalities. The leaders of these elite corporations have no morale, gatekeeper that says so. The wealth accumulation knows no bounds. We Americans must unite and petition for our education, our homeland, and our ability to create wealth for our families. This right here, Americans do not want to be exploited, so the businesses target other nationalities. Americans do not want to be disrespected, so they encourage meekness in other nationalities. Chinese workers, Russian whores, Mexican slave labor, that type of stuff. The leaders of these elite that's what I'm saying. This is in correlation to the philosophy of elite corporations, because we Americans don't want to be working in the fields, nigga. Nigga, if black people didn't want to work in the fields, why the fuck do white people sure don't want to work in the fields, nigga? Because they can't. Unless they have sunscreen. You get what I'm trying to say? So there's a correlation to what I'm trying to say. And AI says the media is the projector of this phenomenon of worker versus corporate, high class versus low class, and elites versus commoners. Is cast a veil of forgetting. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you're pounded. You're told every day and every night that you're this, you're that, crime, negativity, that you forget who you are. And this is why the only news that I ever watch is Tectone and Asmongold. That's the only news, and how I get my AI news is from YouTube. And I literally just type in AI and it gives me all the recent stuff. That's my news. I don't watch no Fox News. I don't watch no CNN. I don't watch none of that stuff because I know what their agenda is. And I don't know what Tectone's agenda is. I don't know what Asmongo's agenda is, but those niggas are my news. Tectone is literally for like gaming and shit because I like gotcha content, and Asmongo is for shit that happens in the world. I don't want like name dropping them niggas. I don't want to get clout off them niggas, but I'm just saying, though they literally my news sources, my nigga. I want you to understand they're literally. I can literally, if someone on a world stage would say who you watch for news, I would say that, and not in correlation to the person, but to the fact that nigga could be a news channel himself, nigga. Both of them niggas can. So yes, this is my document. This is my document. All of this stuff, and these leaders of these elite corporations have no moral gatekeeper. The reason why they have no moral gatekeeper because they have no one to tell them that. You really think these people grew up like how they are now? You really think Diddy grew up saying I want to fuck a bunch of niggas and bunch of men at the same time? You really think these people grew up to be like this? No, they seen the money and they said, no, what? Fuck it. I want it forever. We can stop their flow of money because they have no connection to the higher self. They have nothing to govern them. And again, we Americans must unite and petition for our education, our homeland, and our ability to create wealth for our families. We must become architects of our own fate, pushing the veil, and remember our collective power to manifest a new reality. And this is why I love AI, but I hate AI. Because we are in a point right now where we can equalize the playing field. And I'm not saying for AI, research, can you write a paper for me? AI, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I want to find a way how to make a business, bro, out this shit, bro. I just need capital. Like I need to find a way to how to create a business, but with no money. Like, how do I do that? Like, how can I make money with nothing, bro? Because every time I make money, it's literally with $0 in the bank. I invested my last college check when I went to college into Dogecoin, made $500, or I don't even fucking remember. I made money off of that. Then this recent Bitcoin expedition I just went on, I turned $25 to $50. So like every time I make money, it's with no money. Imagine if I had money. You get what I'm trying to say? No, how about it's not even money, but a capital, like a way to generate money. I don't mind working to get my money. I don't mind. I want to work because I want life experience. You get what I'm trying to say? I want to do that. Not just to make money, but for myself. But at the same time, if my business ever fail, I could just go back to working, nigga. You get what I'm saying? And try again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we're gonna everything that we just discussed here, the veil of forgetting, all these terminologies, architects of lower vibrational reality, materialism and consciousness, negative karma, we're all going to correlate all of these terminologies to the reptilian mind. The embodied mind, a neurobiological analysis of socioeconomic inequalities impacted on brain development, function, and behavior. Now listen, if your higher self is governed by the physical plane, you don't have a higher self. You have a higher self. You have a reality you want to manifest. People get this shit confused. If you dream that you are a rich man, you are a billionaire, that's not your higher power talking to you. That's not your higher conscious self. That is a reality that your body, that you want to manifest on the physical plane. You want to be a rich man, it's not God blessing you, nigga. This is why when niggas be like, God bless me with a check, nigga. God don't bless you with checks, nigga. Did he bless his son with one? You get what I'm trying to say? This nigga, he turned his son to a king. You get what I'm trying to say? He turned his son to a king, and not on the physical plane. You're going to see it when you die, nigga, and niggas going to be amazed. You get what I'm trying to say? So God don't bless you niggas with monetary value, nigga. He don't do that shit. No, you like, I hate that shit, nigga. Nigga, it's like saying this, bro. God, thank you for this food, nigga. God did not make that food, bro. Well, he did, and he did, you know. He planted, he made the earth, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, your parents cooked it for you, bro. Say thank you, mama, nigga. I would rather thank my God for putting my mama here and my parents here and my siblings here than I would rather. It's like saying this. Thank you, mama, for cooking my food. They're saying thank you, earth, for making the food, for making the plants. That's what I'm trying to get it. That's what I'm trying to get on. That's my point right there. So listen, deconstructing the reptilian brain and reframing the inquiry. I'm not reading this shit. I'm not reading any of this. You want to know why? Because what when you research something, they also try to deconstruct it. I'm not deconstructing the reptilian brain because I firmly believe this. The concept of the reptilian brain originates from the triune brain model, a theory proposed in 1960s by American neuroscientist Paul D. MacLean. MacLean posited the human brain evolved in 3 consecutive stages. Yes, it is. Because the three successive stages is 1D, C. Where is it? 1D to C, 2D to move, which is the body, 3D is to become. You get what I'm trying to say? The fourth evolution of the brain will be to feel. We'll be able to feel nothing. And by feeling, you'll be able to, and not feeling, not when you feel, you can see. Feeling is like seeing, but there's no visual. Feeling is like seeing, but there's no visual stimulation. Feeling is like seeing, but there's no visual stimulation. Say it for the third time. Feeling is like seeing, but with no visual stimulation. So listen. The fourth one, we'll be able to do the first 3 dimensions over again. 4D, we'll be able to see energy. We'll be able to move energy and become energy. That's how you transcend the physical plane and leave your body behind, but still be intact in your mind. Because when we come back up, we're not going to be resurrected. We're going to get new bodies, but the new bodies will be manifested from our energy that is within our consciousness. We'll have an energy body. In the energy bodies in space, when you use your energy bodies in space, you become an astral body. You will have an astral body, but you still have your. Listen, you see our skin, right? It's not our body. If I cut off all my skin, it'll be red. The red is basically our new bodies, but our skin will be from the astral bodies. And whatever planet you from, that's the type of astral. That's where you will get your energy, your astral body from. You get what I'm trying to say? What galaxy are you from? That's your color. I already know my astral body. It's purple. It's like the cosmos, but that's the basic form. Everybody's basic form is that. You get what I'm trying to say? I manifested my basic astral form. I just need to die. I just need to live my life and die with my spirit still intact. And I'll put that spirit into that new body, and then that's how my resurrection will happen. I can't even explain this shit, bro. It's going to be an explosion of the galaxy, nigga. It's going to be an explosion of the galaxy. I'm done talking. So, I sound like a nutball right now. I literally sound like a fucking nutball. The 3 each has its own distinct mentality, sense of time, and memory. The reptilian complex placed the brainstem and basal ganglia, which he termed the reptilian brain. The structure was believed to be the most ancient part governing basic survival instincts, territorial dominance, and ritualistic behavior. Let me highlight this shit right quick. Governing basic survival, the will to live. Territory, the will. In order for me to live, I must have a place where I belong. I must establish a place where I belong. Dominance, I must protect where I belong, and I must create a society to elongate my spirit. Because what ritualistic behaviors does, which is traditions, all that stuff, it is a resummoning of the spirit. For y'all, listen. If this is why I don't celebrate holidays but Christmas. I literally don't celebrate any holidays but Christmas. Or you know what? Fuck Christmas. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't really want to celebrate any holidays. And if you ever see me talking about one, it's because I'm in that spirit. And let me tell you why. Because each holiday, I'm not against them, by the way. If you have a spiritual armor, you can celebrate them, and it doesn't mean anything to you. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'm saying this. The reason why that I don't celebrate most holidays, I really don't care about it, is because it's a resummoning of the original spirit. For example, nigga, Thanksgiving. Celebrating Thanksgiving, my nigga. It's just a resummoning of what happened at an original Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day, it's a resummoning of the spirit of the original Valentine's Day. Halloween, it's the resummoning of the original Halloween. Why you think niggas say get in the Christmas spirit, the Halloween? Why you think these niggas say this shit for nothing? They say this shit, but they don't know why. Because it's a fucking spirit. It's nothing. It's a spirit. Bro, I'm done talking, bro. I don't say this shit to nobody. I don't say this shit to nobody because niggas gonna think I'm crazy. It's literally a spirit. They literally say get in the Christmas spirit, get in the Halloween spirit, get in the Easter spirit. Why do you think they say that? Because they're opening doors for the original fathers and mothers to come. So yeah, and this is how they elongate their spirits. Because of the energy that is the energy that manifests the past. They come to the present by using the energy of the present. Why? That's what time travelers do, but they do it in a dimensional state. I'm done. And the old mammal brain was thought to have evolved next. It encompasses structures like amygdala. I don't even know what the fuck this shit means, and I don't even care. I really don't, because I don't know. I don't want to know my brain. I can right now. I can feel my brain working. I can feel it. And I love this feeling because I worked out my body. The same feeling that I'm getting now is the same feeling I get when I work out my body. So that means I'm doing something, because y'all, I don't know I feel what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, but I don't have it organized. And y'all, to connect everything is it's more work on me than to just blurt it out. You get what I'm trying to say? Why do you think it's harder to create a rough draft rather than state the ideas of what the essay is going to be about? Why do you think that is? Because you have to order it in a fashion where everything is coherent, and it's like a play. Everything is in order, and it all sums up to one big message. And the big message I want y'all to understand is that the wealth disparity that these elites project on the common man keeps them in a reptilian mind. And based off that reptilian mind, which is the need to survive, it creates a circular system that insists upon itself from energy transfer. You work for me, I give you a piece of my pie. But that system reiterates the same feeling that they originally feel. They're not in control of their reality, and it's perpetrated to them again and again by the media. But my other view is but in order to combat that, you must be your higher self. That is my message for today's video. So yeah, the seat of emotions, which is energy in motion, social bonding and parental care. Highlight that red. Seat of emotions. This is where this is the feeling of abstraction. I want y'all to understand every dimension, every 1, 2, 3. It's a dimension. The first dimension has 3 dimensions. The second dimension has 3 dimensions. The second dimension has 3 dimensions. It's like that. The numbers 369. Come on now. 369. Why must you understand 369? I don't even know why you got to understand 369. But why did I say 369? Because I just said why, nigga. To understand the fact that everything is in itself. Everything in itself is a seed. So this is the beginning of moving. Yes, it is. It's the beginning of moving. Energy in motion, social bonding, parental care, moving. You're moving this. Everything here is moving. Parental care, you're moving the next generation. Social bonding, you're moving society in the way that you see fit. Seat of emotions, the energy that was in you based off how you feel is moving you. And this is how you become. And I want you to understand, I don't even remember when I wrote this. Well, why all of a sudden it's coming to fruition? Because I know this stuff already. It's not manifested in an orderly fashion, because it's hard to put nothing in order. Why you think God is so great? Come on now. Come on with your boy. God literally ordered nothing. God ordered nothing because he is order. So language, abstract thought, reasoning, and long-term planning, that is higher than mammals and especially humans. Y'all, I want y'all to understand everything they talked about here, you're controlled by. You're controlled by your governing basic survival instincts, territorial dominance, ritualistic behavior, seat of emotion, social bonding, parental care, language, abstract thought, reasoning, and long. You're controlled by all of this stuff. But when you transcend all this stuff, you can create all of this stuff. You can not only create it, but you can destroy it. Because you can feel it. You can feel the control it has. And once you truly feel the control that all this stuff has on you, your mind, you will tap into your higher consciousness and destroy all this stuff, reset yourself again, and become shit. I lost it. But when you're on the astral plane, right? You reset your basic understanding of existence. Because in order for you to be on the astral plane, it's like how you got, in order for us to manifest ourselves on the physical plane, we must destroy our old self. Or not even destroy, not even submit, but we must destroy our old self. We destroyed our nothing before we got here. And we have to do it again on the physical plane. We must destroy our flesh to be the spirit. You get what I'm trying to say? So when I'm saying your 4D brain is a destruction of all of this, and the power to create and destroy all of this. No, you don't have the power to destroy. You have the power to only create this. Because if you have the power to destroy it, you destroy yourself. Because in essence, you are this, but to a higher degree. All of this stuff is no longer just applied to the physical plane. Because once you become the 4D, which is when you die, you're no longer garnered by these descriptions on the physical plane. You're garnered by them, but on the spiritual plane, your eternal plane. And so you have to create all of this stuff again. What do you think the new world? I just said the fucking definition of the new world. I literally just said the new world. And I'm not even a preacher. I'm not even preaching this shit. This is spirit. This is nothing. This is me. This is me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't give a fuck what he talking about here. I'm not debunking this shit. I believe that because it's true. And the ecology, physical environment, nutritional environment, sociological, familial environment, cognitive food, the physical environment. Oh, wait. Hold up. Where is it? Here we go. Right here. I read this shit, by the way. I want y'all to understand I read this shit. The persistence is not without consequence. The language of a reptilian or lizard brain is laden with value judgments, implying a primitive, bestial, and less than human nature. Yes, it's not an implication. It's a fact. Everyone is a primitive, bestial, and less than human nature. And I got a question. If evolution is true, why is this a statement? Why is this a phrase? Less than human? I thought animals were less than human. Right? So that means humans are not animals, right? Right. This is not me saying that. This is it itself. This is why I don't believe in evolution, because not even evolutionists believe in evolution. Because you can't believe in something if you're a human. If you're an animal, you can't believe in anything because you don't have the capacity to. Man, bro, stop playing with it. I could literally debunk the greatest evolution with no religion, my nigga. I could debunk that nigga with abstract thought, nigga. Like, niggas really be preaching this shit, bro. This is why I hate niggas, bro. Because you niggas be talking about evolution, nigga. Can animals believe? No, right? Can humans believe? Yes. Then that's the differentiating factor, nigga. That's what makes us different. The ability to change nothing. We can change ourselves. We can change anything. We can do anything. We're limitless, bro. But we're an animal? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's why I hate these niggas. I'm starting to hate niggas with degrees now. Cause every nigga that I listen to with a degree that's within the scientific community sounds stupid. These niggas sound stupid. Like there was this, bro, I can't even get into the shit that I be watching, man. And the fact that niggas be applauding these niggas. They say, yes, master, the nigga is saying you are an animal. And you say, yes, I am an animal. Bro, what? So based off the rules of the jungle, a nigga could do whatever he wants to because he's the strongest, right? Right? So if I kill you now, based off my own strength, if I choke you out, right? Because I want y'all to understand, most people nowadays are cattle. And I'm not saying this in a spiritual sense. I'm saying this as the actual definition. They have a bystander personality. They coasting. They're coasting. They don't have no defensive skills. They have nothing. Why you think Jeffrey Dahmer went on a spree, nigga? Why you think serial killers exist, nigga? Because he sees something within everybody and say, oh yeah, that nigga weak. And I'm not saying just physical, but spiritual. These niggas nowadays are so spiritually weak, you can fucking topple their forehead and they're gonna fall over. Because in order for way to get physically strong, you must have a spirit, a unbreakable human spirit. Y'all really think that shit is a meme? That shit's a fact. But that's how they think, bro. They literally see these niggas as fodder, as cattle. Nigga, how the fuck can this nigga shoot up a school, bro? I'm not saying I'm gonna be a hero, nigga. I'm not saying I don't want to be a hero, nigga. But why is nobody defending these schools? What happened to school shooters now? Was it just a phase in America? What happened to all the school shootings now? Come on, bro. Why, bro? That's why I want a gun, bro. Nigga, I want a gun, bro. When I was growing up, nigga, fuck guns, nigga. When I was growing up, bro, there was something called the Martin Luther King market. And it was nothing but black people, nigga. You had black emo people, black people, different kind of alternative, and there was no terminology. They didn't look like how they look now. But you can literally tell, because I'm saying in hindsight. But these people had ninja knives. They had I'm talking about big ass samurai blades. That's the type of shit that I grew up on, nigga. I grew up on with no guns, nigga. I grew up on swords, knives, shields, maces, pepper spray, all that shit. Cause deep down, I don't want to kill a nigga. I want to stab you and you limp away type shit. That's how I grew. I'm just saying that's how I grew up. Them niggas had swords and knives. They had every machination a nigga could think of, nigga. And I love that shit. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. If I ever buy a sword, there's nobody on this earth that would take it from me. I would keep it with me everywhere. Because that's how niggas used to do back in the day. Back in the day, nigga, you could carry a gun on your hip and nobody can say shit to you. If I get a sword, if I get a Tonto sword, if I get anything, I will always have it on me. And I would have this always on me. If I get a sheath for this, I'm going to always have it on me. I'm going to always have it on me. But you can't, you see how my mentality is. You can't do that with everybody. You can't go everywhere like that. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to harm you, nigga. I just want to have it on me. And it's not even a knife. That's a prop knife. That's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit that I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about guns. I'm not thinking about all of that. I'm not thinking about none of this stuff because I don't even think I can own a gun legally. But I'm just saying. Niggas know not to try me, bro. When applied to social issues, this framing can become a tool for neural essentialism, the reduction of complex human behaviors to simple biological categories. That's because it is. The reduction of complex is because it is. Everybody's selfish. Everybody's evil. That's why you think humanity wants to pursue its higher self by any means necessary. They will pursue their highest evil or their highest good. Why you think they do that? Because everything can be reduced to simplest biological categories when you're on the physical plane. When you're on the physical plane, everything can be reduced down to one factor: your flesh. Your flesh. Your flesh. So yeah. This myth carries a dangerous, it implies that somehow if you have the misfortune of growing up in poverty, that's not misfortune. Poverty is a mindset. Poverty, and I also want to say this, poverty is a mindset. Wealth disparity is a mindset. I'm not saying this, my nigga. I'm not saying that if you grow up in a poor ass community, I'm saying this, listen, Listen, if you believe that you can never generate any wealth for your family, if you believe you will always be a slave, if you believe you will never change, if you believe you will never do any of this stuff that I've been trying to discuss in this topic, that you are poor. You live in poverty. For matter of fact, my nigga, you are poverty. Nigga, I would not want to be around a nigga like that. And nobody should ever want to. It just more so likely happen that the people that are like that are in poverty. But there's always a way, nigga. I came from a homeless shelter, nigga. Bro, the shit that I have now, nigga, this is why I want to live below my means. This is why I don't have a TV. This is why this is the stuff that I have in my room right now, I did not want. Like, for example, this bed. This is a king-size bed, nigga. Do you know I lay in this bed lonely every day, nigga, because it's too big, nigga? That's the reason why I didn't want a king-size bed, but my mama gave it to me. This shelf, that shelf for my clothes, I barely even use it. But I bought it with my school money. I should have never bought it, to be honest. I just needed a dresser. I don't use that dresser. The most expensive thing I have in this room is my PC. And that's how it will always will be. Because I love Astra. This is my creation. And I want many more. You get what I'm trying to say? I will live below my means, nigga. For matter of fact, nigga, I don't even want a bed. Give me a futon, nigga. Give me a futon, nigga. You get what I'm trying to, that's what I'm saying, nigga. Give me a futon, my nigga. But it just so happens that I have accumulated all this stuff. But I'm just saying, the fact that I have all this stuff now just proves to the fact that it's a fucking poverty mindset. And I learned that from my mom. So, yeah, bro, you gotta have that mentality, bro. And I will never sell my soul. I will never sell my soul for money, for wealth, for societal gain. I will never do that. If me being rich comes at the expense of my soul, I would never do that. But I will live comfortably on this world. Because that's what I deserve. I didn't ask to be here. I just so happened to land here. So, yeah. You're more likely to succumb to your inner beast, nigga. Hell no, nigga. You just need a slap, nigga. Nigga, if you live in poverty, nigga, and niggas never been slapped before, nigga. Niggas never been slapped before, nigga. You say you want to be a crime, nigga? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Slap that nigga. Shut up, nigga. You want to be a criminal, nigga? And that inner beast gonna sit the hell down, nigga. Because in order for an inner beast to become an adult, nigga, it must never been tamed as a child. It must never been told as a right thing to do as a child, nigga. And for example, my nigga, if I ever was in a place where there was more crime at, I would call the police every day, nigga. I want the police. If I was ever in a hood full of gang activity, I would want the police at my beck and call, nigga. For matter of fact, policeman, stay with me. Protect me. I don't want to be a criminal. Literally, nigga, I will call the police on a nigga. I will literally call the police on a nigga. I love the police, nigga. Them my inner beast. That's my inner beast, the law, nigga. I love the law, nigga. I love that law, nigga. Hey, police officer, he's messing with me. Come help me. Please. Immediately. I fear for my life. And I'm the type of nigga that will call the police on the police, nigga. I will call the police right now, nigga, just to feel protected, nigga. I'm the type of nigga to call the ambulance just for me to feel better because I have an anxiety attack, nigga. I could have just sat down, breathed, but I said, nope, ambulance, help me, nigga. That's the type of nigga I am. So that's what I'm saying, nigga. You will never have an inner beast, nigga, if you didn't get to slap shit out of you, nigga. You get what I'm saying? Or your father never beat your ass. You get what I'm saying? Like, beat that nigga ass. He want to be a gangbanger. Beat the nigga ass. Like, it's that simple, nigga. It's literally that simple, nigga. This pathologizes and stigmatizes every marginalized population's attributing that circumstance to innate biological flaw rather than stigma. Hey, y'all said that. That's y'all belief. This is not what it is. Everybody has an innate biological flaw. Everybody has an inner beast. Black people kill one another. White people, slave people, Asians, rape people, children, pedophiles, lolicons, Mexicans. Like, what do Mexicans do? Sell drugs. Like, bro, everybody has a biological flaw when they're in a when they're in a poor environment, a poor mindset, a poverty-stricken area. It's literally just a mindset, nigga. Like, and I know there's some things, and I know I'm just saying this shit from a simplistic view, Like, there's some things that cannot be escaped, nigga. Like, if the gang members are raping your family members and the police can't do, well, shit, nigga. Shit. Nigga cooked. That nigga cooked. He cooked, bro. But I'm just saying, my nigga, my life has been the stereotypical poor black man. Like, I literally came from nothing, nigga. And the fact that I don't have anything to show for it saddens me. It really, really does. It really, really does. The fact that I can't showcase my life in the way that I want to, it saddens me. But it's just something that I got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? When I say I came from nothing, nigga, I really came from nothing, bro. So, yeah. Physical environment, nutritional environment, social. You want to know what's more worse than everything here? Social and familial environment. If your family is not right, if your family has a poor mentality, if your family have a poor spirit, a poor way of life, nigga, you gonna be that. You wanna be a gangbanger, nigga. If you don't have a support system, nigga, you're cooked, bro. That's why if deep down in my heart, if I ever move away from my family, it's because I really want peace. Like, I really just want to be by myself. But since I'm not approved person, what's that shit called? Minimalistic person and expenses, because I hate expenses, I would stay with my family, nigga, and just put like. Originally, I wanted to put like these little styrofoam things on my walls so like no noise can go in and out, but that shit way expensive. Cause like, but like literally, bro, cause nigga, this shit's expensive, bro. It's expensive to live, nigga. So if you don't got a support system, of course you're gonna be cooked, my nigga. Cognitive environment. What do you mean cognitive environment? Having fewer books, computers. All of this right here, everything right here, social and cognitive, because it's your support system, your mind, nigga. I remember days, nigga. We would eat nothing, nigga. Cause, bro, man, that shit ass, nigga. And I still was a fat ass kid, nigga. Cause I would just, bro. Here was if I didn't have any food at home, nigga, I would literally go to school and eat eat breakfast. But I would literally ask the lunch ladies. Shout out the fucking lunch ladies. This is why I love black women. Most of them, and Mexicans too. Because I think it was a Mexican lady and a black lady who served me for elementary. And I would always have my book bag with me, nigga. And they would serve breakfast. If it was extra muffins nobody give, I would say, can you save it for me? Can you please save it for me? And I would put that shit in my bag, nigga. And I would eat that shit at home. And that's how I did it at lunch. And by the way, nigga, I was in the honor roll, by the way. I was a straight A student, nigga. So that's what I'm saying, my nigga. So that nutritional environment, that shit's trash, nigga. Physical environment, what you mean by that? Heavy metals, contaminant. Physical environment is nothing, nigga. This shit's nothing, nigga. Cause it's the reality outside of you. Nothing compared to your inner reality, my nigga. Social and familial environment, nigga. If you gotta support. The thing that you probably cannot control is your social and familial environments. Cause if you don't got a support system, nigga, you cook, bro. You cook, bro. Like, you're cooked, my nigga. But listen, what overrides all of that, nigga, is your mind. Is your mind, bro. I'm the type of nigga to steal books from the library, nigga. And I swear to God, I did that shit, nigga, from my school library, nigga. Because in order for you to check out the books, my nigga, you had to like go to somebody and they were registered to the system, nigga. I would never do that shit, nigga. And whatever I wanted to read, nigga, nobody was gonna stop me because I know my history. I literally know my history, bro. That's why if I cannot do anything, nigga, I'm going to be able to read and write, nigga. And just talk, nigga. I will have that. Because back then, my niggas didn't have that shit, bro. Them niggas didn't have that shit, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say, nigga. You need to control your mind if you live in this, bro. Because if you don't, you're gonna submit to your reptilian mindset and you're gonna live by the flesh, bro. You're gonna live by your flesh. And what's more dangerous about the reptilian mind is allostosis, nigga. Achieving stability through change. You're gonna change if you're in a poverty-stricken environment where there's gang rapes and shit like that, nigga. You're gonna become like them niggas, cause that's in order for you. That's how you're able to maintain your life, nigga. That's how you're gonna be able to live. Reptilians change. Chameleon change colors. Serpents be nice to you next moment, then lash out onto you in your state of weakness. Turtles, them niggas slow, but try to pet one, he gonna bite you so fucking fast. Why do you think they're like that? Why you think they call these niggas lizards and reptilian shapeshifters? Why do you think? Because nigga, you are a fake person. You're not who you truly are. And that's nothing more worse than not being who you truly are. That's why that's why I'm me wherever I go, bro. I'm not talking. Leave me alone. If I ever do something, it's because I choose to do it. Don't stop me. Don't say, are you okay? I'm doing it because I know I can. And listen, bro, if I'm talking to somebody of power, like, for example, my nigga, when I was talking to my interview people and they was saying, and my brother said something, he's like, you intimidate these people. I'm like, how? I'm just talking just to talk. I'm talking how I talk. And if you don't like how I talk, that's your problem. I'm just advocating for myself. Because listen, bro, y'all got to understand, this world has helped me, but always within its control. If I ever did something that was out of their control, there would be problems, nigga. And I was just a kid. So like, I had to act accordingly, my boy. And I'm not saying problems like that, but it was just like, bro, like, I don't want to submit to this world, bro. That's the best thing. I'm in my rebellious phase. And it's not even like how you think. Like, it's not towards anybody. It's not towards my parents, my brothers or sisters to the world. I love the law. As I just said, it's not that. I just don't want to submit to these people because you niggas don't know what the hell you're doing. And I'm not saying that I know better. It's just that if it comes between me and you, nigga, I would not listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So it is the adaptive process by which the body's physiological systems included, and I don't care about all this shit. Okay, why this response is protective and essential for, and short term it comes at a cost. Exactly, nigga. Not only a physical cost, but a spiritual cost. This cumulative wear and tear on the body and brain is turned elastic load. I don't give a fuck about that terminology, nigga. But the thing is, what the gist of it is, my nigga, if you are shape shifting to meet the demands of every, this is why niggas be like code switch. Nigga, if you are a black person code switching, you are a reptilian. You are a shapeshifter. And the thing is, you're shapeshifting to meet the demands of your oppressor, of your perceived oppressor, because you believe in that stuff. I don't believe that nigga's my oppressor. I don't believe in none of that identity politics bullshit. You believe the white man is your suppressor, so you act the way that he wants you to not be perceived as a threat. You sound like you are scared. You sound like a scared black person. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in all that shit, bro. Like most of this stuff that I can relegate as a black person, because it's more truer to me because I'm as a black person. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't believe in all that shit, bro. And code switching comes at a cost, by the way, a sociological cost. Because if a black person, right, sees you code switching in front of a white person, he's gonna say, "Hey, bro," he gonna say some shit. He gonna say like, I don't even know what he gonna say, bro. Oh, he gonna say, "Hey, bro, you think you better than us, bro? Because you flying from that white nigga?" That's exactly what they gonna say. Something just like that, bro. And that's how it is. That's how it is. How I'm talking right now is how I talk to myself and how I've been talking ever since I grew up. I showed it in my video where I said, reflecting on the childhood as a black man, I've always been like this. I've never have changed and I never will, because I know what it's like to not have a nigga advocating for you. I know what it's like to not like be alone type shit. Like I'm an alone ass nigga type shit, my nigga. Like I like being alone. And it's a coping mechanism too, because I don't believe in groups. I don't believe in all that shit. And of course I had groups. Of course I had projects with people, of course, but I'm leading alone. You get what I'm trying to say? Like at that point, you're just here to be here. You know what I'm saying? You're here for me. You know what I'm saying? For matter of fact, you sit there, you do nothing. Let me do it all. I share the profits. I don't care as long as we get it done. You know what I'm saying? So that's literally how I am, bro. Because and it is me. It's a me issue. It's nobody else. It's literally something me it's me. It's literally me. I don't really like believe in all that code switching bullshit, man. I think that shit's retarded. I think it's really retarded. I don't care about any of all this stuff. I don't located from it. Okay, known as okay, holding information. Okay, yes. The seat of the highest order cognitive abilities, which is the prefrontal cortex. I want you to understand the reptilian mind, it destroys this. It destroys this. Once you in your reptilian mind, you are destroying your brain because you're regressing. It's like, this is why when niggas be like age regression play, that's wicked. When you are in your reptilian mind, you are in a state of not only mental but spiritual regression, because the one thing about the physical plane, it's tied to one another. The spiritual plane is tied to the physical plane, and the physical plane is ruled, not just tied, but ruled. No matter what happens on the physical plane, it's already been documented and prophesized and destined in the spiritual plane. It's already there. It's just manifesting on the physical plane. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, listen, we are ruled by the spirit. And so for you to destroy your highest order, by the way, this is your highest order. This is the highest order of human capability, by the way. That's why they're going to try to use artificial intelligence to falsely construct a 4D consciousness. You know what I'm saying? But the highest order is literally your prefrontal cortex. So when you in your reptilian mindset, right, you are destroying this. You are destroying your ability. Listen, trauma. You're not able to remember anything. You have no self-awareness. I want you to understand, people who are in their reptilian mindset do not listen. This is why I don't really get mad a lot. I get frustrated because listen, most people out in the world, right? Especially people in poverty-stricken areas, they don't remember what they do. They don't remember what they say because they are in an animalistic mindset, and animals are not capable of remembering unless they have an incentive to. You really think a dog is doing what you say because it wants to? No, nigga, it's doing it for a treat. You really think that nigga listening to you because he wants to? No, you're just paying him. It's an obligation at this point to get what they want. If I ever do something, it's not because I want something for you. I'm doing it because I want to. Niggas don't remember what they do. I want y'all to understand this. They don't remember what they do. They're because they're becoming nothing. They're not able to do anything because they are an animal. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's not just black people. It's everybody. Everybody has this. Even me. I still do some things that an animal does that I'm not proud of. Masturbate, nigga. And that's it. And I don't even do it a lot. I really, really, really don't do it a lot. You get what I'm trying to say? Resisting impulses. You're destroying this. Like cocaine. All of this stuff, bro. I want y'all to, you're not able to resist an impulse, bro. You can't adapt. You can't even plan your future, nigga. I want y'all to understand that not being able to do these things means you're not an adult. You're a childlike state. You're in the dark child. You are the dark child. You are the evil child. I remember I was saying this like in another video about how evil people are children because they're in their reptilian mind. That's why everything is so easy to explain with them, because it's already been prophesized. It's already been documented what these people are going to do. Like, bro, that's why I think when they say, oh, the test scores of a school put that many prisons in, why? Because it's already documented. The reptilian mind is so easy to control. It's so easy to predict because it has no ability to do anything. So it will be only do what it's capable to do, which is be able to do whatever it want, whenever it want. And if you live like that, nigga, you won't make it far. So I'm just bro, like this shit, bro. You like, listen, bro. Bro, and this is a majority of people. This is a majority of people. And it's going to get worse because AI is going to make people brains turns to mush if they don't use it right. So this is the almond is a pair of almond-shaped structures deep within the temporal lobes, acting as the brain's primary threat detector and emotional cell is critical for fear process. Bro, this is the overactive alarm system. You get what I'm trying to say? This overrides the prefrontal cortex. You're no longer living as your highest order. You're living as you're continuously fighting or you're fighting or flighting, my nigga. I want y'all to understand this shit, bro. It is dangerous if you submit to the wealth disparity. It is dangerous if you live in if you have a poverty-stricken mindset, because you are becoming an animal. You're becoming an animal. And the reason why that animals do not have this phenomenon is because they are incapable of being human. Only people who are human have an ability to change, the ability to submit or to conquer. This is what differentiates us from animals, is that we can choose to not be this way. That is the ability. That is the beauty of humanity. We can choose. And it's also the ugliness. We can choose not to be animals. And for people who are saying that we are animals, I hate them niggas. I hate these niggas. I hate these niggas. And what's even worse is the niggas who revere these niggas. He's telling you you're an animal. You are an animal. You will never change. You will never be nothing. You are a chimpanzee. You are a turtle. You are a whale. You are nothing. And because of that, I can do whatever I want to you, because I have more power than you. And for you to object to this is you are a religious extremist. You would live in a fantasy world. I hate these niggas. And the thing is, before y'all was doing it to one another, weren't you doing it to my people? Weren't you doing it to black people? Oh, because it's wrong. Oh, because you realize now you just can't control black. You don't want to just control black people with this rhetoric, with this hypothesis, with this theory. You want to control the world with it. Black people were literally the experimentation for the white power structure, my boy. I'm trying to tell you. And I'm not talking about the white people power structure. I'm talking about the pure light power structure, the Lucifer power structure. Man, stop playing with a nigga, bro. The hippocampus is a structure crucial for the formation of new declarative memories. Niggas can't even remember, bro. You can't remember. You can't overcome. You can't do anything because you submit to this wealth disparity mindset. You begin to hate these people. You begin to hate rich people. You begin to, and I want you to understand, there's a thin line between love and hate. The reason why you hate these niggas is because you want to be like these niggas. But because you're such an animal, you want to destroy your idol. That's what animals do. They destroy their perceived higher power. My perceived higher power is not to be like these niggas. It's just why I'm here, nigga. I want to live comfortable, nigga. If it was up to me, my nigga, I would be frolicking in a forest with a book, nigga. With a book, probably some cigarettes, probably like 5 or so, and just a bunch of fruit and apple, bunch of fruit, bananas, and all that shit, nigga. But life doesn't work that way. I can't frolic in the field. I can't read books all day. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be this way. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that I can do that when I die. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, really do. Yeah, I want y'all to understand this shit has comprised reduced integrity of brains white matter. Brains white, bro. This shit, you're literally, and this all correlates. This reptilian mindset is because of your brain waves. These oscillations are characterized in different frequency bands, each diagnosed with different states of arousal, cognition, and consciousness. I want y'all to understand this shit. Consciousness is sound. It's energy. So listen, most people, these are the normal brain waves right here. But these are the brain waves. This is the elevated theta waves, impaired, reduced alpha power, length. They have a reduction of all this, reduction of delta. They can't sleep. They can't dream. They can't imagine. This is imagination right here. Yeah, this is imagination. They can't even be conscious, bro. They can't even do any of this stuff. They can't do any of this stuff because they so locked in to they need to be rich. And with that, and with that, they become animals. Money is the root of all evil. I say the love of money is. They love it so much. They love this dream of a lifestyle so much they're willing to sacrifice their conscience and their spirit for it. And I want you to understand, majority of people are like this. Most people say they won't do it, but they will. Except for me, of course. This is crazy. Reduced beta. All of this stuff, bro. This is crazy, bro. Dopamine system. They got to cope with drugs now. Serotonin system. They don't get happy. The only time they get happy is when it's negativity. And you could see this stuff in the black culture, bro. You don't even have to know any of this stuff, but you could see it in the black culture. The black culture is the example. I'm not a part of the black culture. I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? We different. You know what I'm saying? But you can also see this in the white people, in the orange people. You can see this everywhere. This is not relegated to just one culture, but the best example of it is black people. I say the worst time it was ever to be in the black culture was during the protest, which was really riots. Every time they stealing shit, like every time, like this P Diddy shit right now, niggas are twerking, throwing baby oil on their bodies. Like, bro, really, nigga, really, bro. And I say the worst time in white people when they were trying to escape control from Britain, nigga. They went to enslave another group of people. And not just enslave, but to literally systematically, culturally, spiritually, all of this stuff to destroy them, to turn them into animals. If that's not evil, I don't know what is. Asian people, I think they murdered a bunch of people in a town square or something. And I want you to understand, the culture of Japanese people are lowly, not the culture, the pure culture. But I'm just saying, lowlycons, people who want to the animalistic urge to overpower someone weaker than them. You got the Mexicans, you got everybody, nigga. Everybody is like, everybody has a reptilian mindset. And you can see it everywhere. Because they're so beholden to the idea of that their identity is tied to monetary value. And yes, bro, epigenetics, this is what they did to us. This is what they did to us. Anybody who was a slave, anybody who was an indentured servant, anybody that has the ability to create and express themselves diminished, this is what happened to you. Epigenetics, that they turned your DNA off. And they only made you an animal. They only made you a tool. They only made you a servant. They're literally in essence turning you off. They're turning your light bulb off, bro. And that's wicked. That is Satanism. The pentagram, tetragrammaton, inverted, is what? There's no North Star. There's no light, only darkness. Man, stop playing with a nigga, bro. Stop playing with a nigga, bro. This shit is evil, bro. And y'all gotta understand, to combat this, nigga, you need spirituality. I personally believe in the Christ. I've had my experiences. I've seen, I've done, I've witnessed it. I read, I did everything, and there's literally nobody who could change me. There's nobody who could change me different, bro. Listen, it's different in reading and having language. It's different when you've seen it. It's different when you see it. It's different. So listen, you need spirituality. You need to eat right. You need to eat right. You need to get yourself right, bro. And it's hard. It's hard because it takes discipline. It takes discipline and love and self-realization and understanding to combat your reptilian mind and to combat the animalistic side of you, because we have flesh and flesh is prone to do whatever it wants. And you got to fight that, man. The intergenerational transmission. They said, bro, listen, y'all want to know so funny that they say that the spirit is not real. They say all of this stuff. They say, furthermore, because some epigenetic marks can be established in utero due to maternal stress, can even affect germline cells. Nigga, black people are so traumatized that, nigga, it is in you since birth, nigga. It's in you since birth, nigga. This is why I believe it's more dangerous to be a white person now. The tides are turning now because white people are being destroyed. It's their karma. They're turning into black people. Why y'all think most of them are transgender? White people are children. They have been spoiled by Uncle Sam. And because they are children, they have no understanding of the world around them. And they can do whatever they want to their own downfall, not only to the world, but to themselves. White people have an opportunity to turn it around, my nigga. They have an opportunity to turn this shit around. They have an opportunity to grow the fuck up and realize listen, you're not the biggest monkey in the jungle now. You may got all this artillery, but your morale is low. Your own people are turning against you. Man, and I can't even speak on that perspective because I'm not a white person, but there are some people who understand what I'm trying to say. Nick Fuentes gets it. Hey, listen. I don't give a fuck about segregation. Segregate us, nigga. Give us our south side. You get your north side. Let's see who better. How about that? Let's do it. I want to do it. Let's do it as long as we can meet up with one another and chat up, have fun. You know what I'm saying? I give you a princess. You give me a princess. I give you a king. You give me a king, queen shit. We transfer. How about that? Let's do it. But it's getting to a point now where they are destroying themselves. They are destroying themselves. And as a black person, it's great to see. It's not great to see, but it's so great to see. It's like a great disaster. You know what I'm saying? And they have a chance, bro. They have a chance to do the impossible. Poverty reduction as the babies' years. Yeah, we're not going through babies. Fuck that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand this shit, bro. I want y'all to understand this. I'm going to say it again. In order for you to destroy your reptilian mind, because you can destroy it. You can destroy the animal. You must not be beholden to the way to be human. The way to be human now is get a lot of money, be rich, have cars, all that shit, have all the women, have all of this stuff. And some people are so beholden to that idea, they become animals. And some people want that idea so much that they become animals. And some people who have it, they become animals. Because they could do whatever they want now. And all in all, destroy your reptilian mind, kill the lizard. Professor P out, man.